Yo, it's the Witty One. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow for consistent Rell Seas and Roblox related content uploaded straight to your content feed. What's up everyone, it's the Witty One, and we're back again with another fruit review. Today we're going to be going over the Chop fruit, used by Buggy in the show, and possibly you in-game. Really quick, we're approaching 100 subscribers, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe what fruit you want me to do next. So, first off, the Chop fruit I have in D. This is because, in general, there isn't really too much to go off of. It's highly unpopular with like one sneak. Like, that's it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there just isn't too much to go off of, both in the anime and what we've seen so far. In terms of how I hope to bring this fruit up, which is what I do for the lower tiers, we're gonna go and talk about it. So, first off, mobility. We know that Buggy can separate himself in order to fly in the air, which would be a pretty good ability to have in terms of the Chop fruit in order to bring it up. Allowing them to kind of position themselves better with range attacks or abilities. In the case of, like, let's say you use a gun. Imagine you just fly up and then you start shooting from mid-air, and now it's hard for them to hit you, you know? It's not too bad. We'll have to see the range of how far you can fly though. Could be very sneaky, like I can imagine them kind of going into like a crevice, kind of hiding, and then going from there in order to kind of maneuver past opponents. That would be really cool. You wouldn't even need like a clear fruit, you just use the Chop fruit. Now, the Chop passive, this is the big thing. How in the world is it going to work? If you are literally permanently immune to any swords, then I guess it has to go at least top of C. Like, I mean, that basically eliminates a whole class of weapons, and let's be honest, that's what a lot of people are going to be using. So, I mean, yeah, in the case that, which I think is more likely, you just have the damage being reduced, or it ties into your observation dodges, it still kind of stays D. It is a powerful ability, but in a game like Rell Seas, unless you're doing 1v1s and you just get negged, I highly doubt they do that, you know? Anyway, next we have the awakened abilities. So this is where I think that we can start bringing this fruit up. So in terms of the Chop fruit, we know that it mainly focuses on one's body, but the awakening can actually start affecting the environment. What I propose is that we start taking some ideas from Cleave and Dismantle. That is what would definitely bring up the Chop fruit in terms of what it can do. So imagine this. You use the Chop fruit and then you start cleaving and dismantling people. It could be from a range, it could be from a grab or anything like that. Of course, I mean, it isn't in lore, but this is something that I think you can start taking liberties for, you know? This can now make it pretty good in PvP, and then also depending on the extent of the Chop passive. I mean, if you're fighting, let's say Baldur, the giant with the sword, I mean, he can't hit you maybe, then that would be kind of broken, so I highly doubt that they're gonna do that. Yeah, quality of life, we definitely have abilities like Lumberjack, which speeds up wood cutting, proficiency, leveling. You might just be able to use their Cleave and Dismantle abilities, would be cool. Sub Slicer, which when equipped to the submarine, allows for debris to be cut using the auxiliary weapon. And then Chop Tandem, so fight using your arms at the same time as your legs. So like, imagine, you know, you detach your arms and you have them beating them up, and then you're just kicking them or something like that, you know? So that would be kind of cool. And yeah, who knows, if Buggy upscale becomes possible, then it definitely would increase in value. I won't say too much, I don't want to spoil my audience, but there could be something going on. And weapon compatibility just for extended range. That's basically all I have. It's really PvP centered, and we'll see how it goes, but I really don't see it being higher than C tier or B tier. There's no way. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. And Rell Seas drops it dropped yesterday actually.